Here, we're going to put it right on Kyra's hand. Hello. Welcome to our broadcast. We are in New Jersey at our Mastering Your Career in Gels training course with these lovely women here. Say hello, everybody. Hello. And we're doing our over and around technique that we've developed at Masterworks to take the mystery out of gel, take the bubbles out, save you time. And before we were doing this, we remembered Elaine Watson. He has this product called Take Two. It's not a wrap. And this way we can, during our training sessions, we can apply our overlays and then remove them without damaging the natural nail plate. And we wanted to show this because she has such a fabulous product out for doing this type of thing. I also like to, hello everybody. I also like to use them in competitions because then I can save what it is that I have used from the competition and I don't destroy my artwork. So, I did want to let you know, if you like what you're seeing, you can tap your screen. It'll give me some hearts, let me know I'm on the right track. If you want to share the broadcast, I might get this backwards, but I believe iOS users swipe up, Droid users swipe left, and you can share this with anybody else that you think might want to do the same thing, especially when you're practicing at home and you want to keep practicing over and over again, but you don't want to destroy your nail plates. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to flip this camera around. I've prepped Kyra's nails for this application, and we're going to get started right away. So here, first thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to flip it around actually, or you won't see it. So I'm just going to secure my camera like this. Okay, so we have Kyra's hand right here. We've already prepped it, dusted it really well. Then I'm going to use a nail dehydrator because I do want this wrap to stay down and not come up until we want it to come up. So that just helps keep everything in place. Then this is the product. It's this Take Two. It's not a wrap. If you can see that, for some reason it looks backwards to me. And what I'm going to do, it comes with all of, you can't see the perforation so much, but when I measured it up, this particular one fit the nail best. So I'm just going to remove that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm removing it and sticking it back to itself. No, that's what I want to do. Okay, so now I'm going to take the clear part of it. I want to make sure y'all can see this, and I'm kind of on the side, so I'm putting it down the middle of the nail, and I'm going to leave just a real slight margin. First, I'm going to put the glasses back on my eyes so I can see what it is I'm doing. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so I'm going to position it in place. I'm going to press down over the top of it, and I'm going to just use my thumb and press from side to side. What that does is it releases, she's got this heavier clear film over the top, so you can position it where you want to. Just remove that wrap. I'm going to press it in, and I'm going to cut off the bulk of that. Then I'm going to use my file. I'm using a 180 grit file, and I use this to cut off the rest of that at the tip. Like that. Now, if you do see some dimpling in it because you have a curved nail, don't worry about that. Elaine showed me a really cool trick, and that is to take your cuticle nippers, and if you see like a puckering or a dimple, over the top of it, just nip it right off. That will not have any effect on the wrap or on what you're doing, because like right here, it's dimpling just a little bit. So I'm just trying to make sure it's flat down to the nail. There's a little one right here. And I think we're going to end up with one right there. There. All right, now that it's flat and it's down, I don't have to use my bonder. I never use a primer because I don't use anything acid-based anymore, not when there are great primers on the market. Then I'm going to take my gel brush and I'm going to use the over and around technique. I'm going to drop her hand down just for a moment. I'm working out of a large mouth pot so that I can pick up the gel on one side and then release on the other side. And I do that throughout throughout my whole application so that I keep the bubbles on one side of the jar and I'm not scooping them up out of the other side. So we refer to this as an obscene amount of product. There we go, right? Because you can see how much is on there. There's an awful lot. Always over pick up your gel so that you have enough, because a lot of gel is much easier to move around than a little bit of gel. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to make contact at the free edge without, I'm going to show you the side view of this so you can see a little better. I'm making contact right at the free edge, not pushing it down. I'm going to put the tip of the brush back, and from this point forward, I am only looking at the clean side of the brush. And I turn the brush sideways. Now I'm going to retrace and come up over the other side. And I'm going to come around this way. Girls, let me know if I'm out of screen. And we're going to go around to the other side of the nail and around the top, and that's pretty much it for your application. Make sure you have your light turned on ahead of time. If you have too much, if it starts flowing towards the cuticle area, just pull off a little bit from one side, from the sides. And you're always keeping the clean side of your brush towards, oh, there's a little too much there. See, it's always easier to remove gel than to have to add gel. Whenever you have to add gel, you end up with a lot of bubbles in your product. I'm going to go over the side. Okay, and I'm going to just quick flash cure it because it does move pretty quickly. We're using our Master Gel, and this is our Master Gel Warm Opaque. And that's your overlay. So when we do overlays at Masterworks, we really, we not only go for time, because time is money in the salon, but as you can see from the side, we're going to keep that side arch and we keep that nail built up. I'm going to try and point with my brush here. Right in through the center of this nail. From the front, I'm going to try and get that in here a little bit more. You can see we've got some thickness there, which comes off super easy with your hand file or your electric file. And we're going to have her put her hand, and always have them put their whole hand in the light. I'm going to just take that off for a second. And I'm going to take these glasses off so my eyes don't look twice as big. Nope. Sorry about that. Okay. So that is our technique that we use for our over and around. We use that exact same technique for filling the nails, for encasing the nails, and even for building up our nail plate when we do our pink and whites. The only difference is we don't come all the way out to the free edge. Got it? Oh, I was going to say, turn that down. She's got it. I just hear myself twice. Okay, so we just don't come all the way up to the free edge. We only come out to the smile line when we do that. Quickly cure it so that you can then push in the push the white into the smile line. Here, I'm going to do one last thing for you. I'm going to do this because this is normally not what we show, or we would show during this. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. I'm going to cover up my gel so I don't get any dust in it. And I'm going to just wipe the residual layer off of her nail with 99% isopropyl alcohol. And even without the electric file, I'm going to file this for you just to show you the technique that we use. It's in my lap. Went for my eyes again. It wasn't on me. Okay. That's what the film was for. The film? The film that you put on the nail. Oh, the film that I put on the nail before was so that when we're done with this, we can take it off without damaging that natural nail plate. And you can keep putting them on and off, and it will not damage that plate, but you can get as much practice in as you want. Or for art competitions, you can actually put your, oh, I suppose this does have to be up just a little bit. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You can save the artwork that you've done at the competition. Now, when you're talking about filing that nail, I pretty much just start with the file very straight up and down on one side, and I rock it over, straight up and down on the other side, and I rock it over. I will stop only if I had her nail outside of the light too long while I was, that was just my scissors. But with our filing techniques, where we get the file flat and into the groove and rock over the top of the nail, and I don't go over the center of the very center of the nail here. You can kind of see it even. I don't ever file straight over the top of that. I just keep rocking that file up on one side and then over on the other side like this until I get a nice barreled look right down the middle of the nail. And
can you show us how to remove?
How to what?
Remove the nail.
Yes, we can show you how to remove the nail as well. I lightly, or not lightly, but slowly rock it over the side, over the top like this. Now, normally I don't, or sometimes when I've applied them a little bit thicker. Can you see that now? Nice shape right over the top of the nail. Not a lot of filing involved, and it all works out really well. When you want to remove this, this wrap, you take a little bit of oil, go around the side. I'm not sure if I have an orange wood stick. If you don't have an orange wood stick, I'm just going to use the back end of my brush and just lightly rock it next to your wrap, and it will release. And we just did this too, so. And Kyra, you let me know if anything is uncomfortable. Okay. And it will rock right off that nail. You just got to catch an edge. Trying to catch an edge on this side of the nail. Sometimes it takes a little bit for that oil to work in. Plus, I did not go right up to the edge of the wrap. If I had put the wrap all the way up next to the cuticle, it'll make the process easiasier.
So they're asking if you use it on clients, and you do not.
I do not use it on clients, and there we go. Now this whole thing comes right off. But Elaine does use it on, does recommend it for use on clients. And now you can see here, I'm going to use, let me know if I'm out of the shot. Now the only thing that's left on this nail is the wrap itself. Sometimes the wrap, most of the time the wrap stays stuck to the underside of the enhancement. But once you do this, you end up with the same nail that you had before you even begun without damaging that nail plate. So it really is kind of, clients use it under gel polish. She says yes, she does. And on nails and toes. Oh yeah, at least I think you do. You can use it on nails and toes. So it's just been a great tool for us for learning. On a fill, I've not used it for a fill. I've only really used it because you would only have this little bit here for a fill. That might be a good question for Elaine. And doesn't it cause lifting? I've actually used it when practicing for competitions on myself, and I didn't have any lifting. If you want to use it for long term so that you can remove and start out right away, just keep it a little bit further. Elaine suggests that you keep it a little bit further away from the cuticle area so the product actually can make contact with the nail just around the perimeter. And that still is quite easy to remove because the product is so thin there, it's not apt to damage the nail if it comes up. So that's just one of those little tools that you can use and keep on your, I keep this on me all the time. These Take Two wraps by Elaine. All you have to do is go to nailleberty.com and you can purchase these directly on her website. They come.
Somebody else. Lisa had. Lisa put her website up. I believe she's a distributor.
Oh, excellent, Lisa. Follow. If you go back down by the comments. Lisa, repost that so that people can see where they can get it from because you're a distributor for her as well. So if you are interested, thank you. Hi, Tanya. You can get these wraps. They're very easy to use, and you can use them for a lot of various things. Oh, I see just a little bit of gel that was on her nail. But that's kind of it. And let's see, beautybydesign.com. Excellent. Thank you, Lisa. So I highly encourage you to use those wraps if you are looking for a very easy system with the strength of our Master Gel. We use this because I have found it to be stronger than any acrylic I've ever tried, and I think I've tried most all of them in various different ways in the market. And just a strong gel is the way to go. It It's very flexible, flexes with the nails. You don't get stress cracks or air pockets in them. My clients, when I used to do acrylic every 2 weeks, now it's every 3 to 5 weeks for my clients. So it does save them. Even though you can charge more for your gel services, you end up making more money in the salon, both in the price of your service, and also when you book every 3 to 5 weeks, you can make room for more customers that way, and then you have more customers coming in the salon for your retail items as well. So I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get this all in. I'm trying not to drag out the post. So that's going to be it. And I'm so glad you guys joined, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.
That was very professional.
Woo!